Good morning, everybody. All of us are in the US, but I'm sure there are people watching. So, good evening. If there's anybody in India who's watching, thanks for joining. The rest of us are part of the programming team. Programming in film festivals is defined as the team that actually curates the film festival. So they select the films that have been submitted, and they put together the whole festival in terms of the film lineup. So that's what this is, and I'll introduce myself, and then we can just go around for a quick introduction. My name is Danji. I am the festival director and chief curator for Indic Film Utsav.
I'm Nikita Hattangari. I'm head of programming, and I'm so excited for our festival that's coming up in November. I can't wait to see what kind of submissions we get.
I'm Dawn Sawyer. I'm also the programming committee, obviously, right? And I am just so excited about this film festival. I just think it's going to be great and can't wait to see all the submissions.
I'm Pavan Janakiram on the programming team as well. Super excited. Great opportunity here. I'm looking forward to it.
I'm Christian, and I'm the head Filmmaker Liaison for the Indic Film Festival. And I'm really excited to be a part of this project, working with everybody and trying to make everything a smooth transition for all you filmmakers out there.
Indic Film Utsav, which translates as Indic Film Celebration or Festival, it's a platform for filmmakers that are committed to the forgotten and untold indigenous and Indic civilization stories that inspire, uplift, challenge, and captivate audiences. There's so much that makes up the Indic culture. So pretty much you can choose just about any subject, as long as, again, we have some kind of positive message. You know, one of the films that many of our committee members really like, it's a Telugu film called Shankaravaranam. It's a classic film. And the same film was remade in Hindi called Sursangam. And both films were tremendous hits. Danji, I know you have seen both of them. And they were a tremendous hit. And they introduce Indian classical music, Indian classical dance forms. You get to see temples. You get to see the countryside. It has values. And it doesn't have to be a classic film, but anything that once the audience has seen it, you feel like, hey, I know a little bit more about the Indic culture today after watching this film. So, and now that you know about all the different topics that you can make a film on, Pavan, you want to talk about the different genres and categories?
A genre, as a classification, this film festival is open to accepting all of the genres. I think most of the genres that are out there that are published as a film genre, as a literary genre, I think we're open to accepting it. Some of them, if I have to read through them, we have action, romance, comedy, horror, drama, musical, fantasy. The other example, not so much horror, but in the recent times, I watched a series in the name of Bandish Bandits on Prime. It is Hindustani classical music, and it's presented in a very noir form, in a very neo-noir form. It has the modern sensibilities as well as how traditionally Hindustani classical music was viewed, was perceived, and was taught, and how this generation is receiving it and understanding it. And it's not cliche anymore. It's not a lost cause. It's not a thing of the past. It's beautifully done. So I'm very impressed with how that was treated and how much the filmmaker had a conviction in. You know, the conviction that the filmmaker had in saying, this will still work. This will work. I know I'm singing classical music, but as a storyline, it held the characters and the protagonist intact. And it's pretty gripping at this point. I mean, the way it's turning out, and I haven't watched all of the episodes yet, but it's very well done. So
I have seen it, and I think you will enjoy it, especially at the end.
Okay. So I haven't completed it, but that was a great example of an amalgamation of Indian culture and film. We are saying we're accepting almost any combination, as long as it is deep rooted, it is rooted in communicating a positive message about Indian culture. We have a full feature film, which is I'm gonna go through the list of categories here. We have feature films which are 60 minutes or longer. These are feature films like movies, like everyone watches regular movies. We have documentary films which have a running time up to 120 minutes, 2 hours. It must be, again, it must be content describing Indian culture or something about Indic. We have short films which are 6 to 40 minutes, and I know there's a lot going on in the industry today with the sizing of the short films. We have 15 minutes or 14 minutes being the Motion Pictures Association's guideline as to being a legit short film. But there are also filmmakers making mini movies up to 50 minutes, up to 40 minutes, and calling them mini movies. I know production houses that are encouraging that as well. So our category here for short films is 6 to 40 minutes, including credits. We have ultra short films, which are 5 minutes or less. These would be small, and these would be to the point and communicating exactly what we want to see, which is Indian culture. And this is actually difficult work, if you ask me. I'd rather do something longer than shorter. So this will be really interesting for me as a category to watch, and I'm looking forward to it.
I wanted to also do a little shout out to our the ongoing contest that is right now
Yes.
live at Indica Pictures. We have a 1 minute promo challenge that's going on that has prize money involved. It has been open for a few days. It's going to be open for a few more days until September 5th. So anybody out there who has, I think you can make a 1 minute film in 1 day or less.
Yes.
I could probably make a 1 minute film in 2 hours. I mean, you could make your, you could use your kitchen and use the kitchen knives and create a horror film.
Yeah.
You can use the stairway in your house to have a rom-com of some sort.
We have episodic pilots. So this, I was talking to Nikita earlier. So we have, so this is an opportunity for filmmakers to pitch a pilot. And this film festival will be viewed by various highly placed and extremely talented dignitaries and professionals in the film industry. You don't know who's watching your content. You could, and we want to support these filmmakers. We want to support pilot filmmakers who want to create episodes as part of this festival in whichever form or fashion we can. So please feel free to submit this category. If you have questions, please reach out to us. And that is episodic pilots, right? That's the first of many episodes you would be building, and you would like a platform to stage the first episode so it gets supported and funded, maybe even as you go forward.
The competitive categories, we do have 5 competitive categories, and I'm so excited about the awards, especially for First Time Film Festival. These are great. So for the feature films and documentary films, we have 2 awards. We have, the jury award, which is the best film, or our gold level. And the award is 1 lakh to get that jury award, which is fantastic. Wow. And then we have our audience award for best picture. And on both of the awards, people will also be getting just a beautiful recognition plaque too for display, which is just lovely. And those will be, as people view the films, they will be able to rate and review. So that is also wonderful. On our short film category, we have 3 awards. We have the jury award for the best short film, and that comes with it is a 50,000 rupee prize and the plaque. We also have a silver award, because this should have been an Olympics year.
Yeah.
So we have our gold and silver. So our silver award is 25,000 rupees, and then also an audience award. And then on our ultra shorts, which, just to clarify, are any film with a running time of 5 minutes, less than 5 minutes, including credits. Because I know we spent a lot of time talking about 1 minute films, and I didn't want people to think that only 1 minute films qualified for that category. So in our ultra short category, we do have our jury award, which is 20,000 rupees. Our silver award is 10,000 rupees, and also the audience award. And again, all three get plaques. And our episodic film awards come with a jury award and an audience award. The jury award for the best episode is 50,000 rupees, and our audience award also will be awarded in that category. And one of the great things is for all of the early birds involved, early submission, which is through September 11th, is free. So that makes your jury awards go a lot farther, right? So early submission through September 11th is free.
You know, one of the things, there's going to be a lot of submissions. And so our programming committee is going to be going through a system in which we can select. We wish we can select all of our submissions, but because we have limited programming time, we won't be able to do that. So our process will be, you know, we're looking for original creative content, compelling characters, and good acting.
And so I know that a lot of us are actually filmmakers, content creators in one way or another. And all of us have gone through that process of creating something and having this baby in our hand that we want to coddle, and we want to, you know, we're stressed, the anxiety levels are crazy. We want to put it out to the world so everyone can see it and enjoy and be excited about it as much as we can. And so part of that process that I'm involved with is finding those filmmakers first of all, from a grassroots level. So I've had the opportunity to visit India quite a bit over the years and have a great contact base, some filmmakers, some people in various parts of the industry over there. So one of the things I'll be doing is actually helping to source a lot of these films. Now these films, you know, a lot of them come from different areas, and they can come from all around the world, but a lot of them come from people that maybe I know. Some of them may come from referrals from people that suggest I should reach out to them. But we want everyone to know that this is open to everybody, not just filmmakers who have been in the industry for a while, but also aspiring filmmakers that maybe they just finished their first project. You know, we have that time frame from January 1st, 2018. So we're really excited to be able to have everyone submit to the film festival based on, you know, the criteria that we've already mentioned to here. So, and then as part of that process, as part of the Filmmaker Liaison, my role is to advocate for you, the filmmakers that are out there. So as you go through the submission process, there might be a lot of questions that you have, uncertainty about processes, and through the submission process. And so I'm here to answer a lot of those questions for you, and looking forward to giving you some support to go through that process.
So I just wanted to throw in a couple things, which is in terms of the schedule, right? So the festival is going to open for submissions on 31st of August, which is 2 days from now. So effective 2 days from now, Film Freeway is our portal where we accept films. So that will become active, and then people can go in there and then submit their films. That's one. The second thing is the festival itself, I want to talk about it a little bit, is November 12th to November 15th, which is 4 days. So on November 12th, which is the opening night. So on November 12th, what will happen is the film festival open. We'll have a little event. Obviously, we cannot meet in person, so it'll be online. And we will do a little event. We'll gather some celebrities to come in and congratulate us and wish us the best and everything else, the speeches and all that. And then we will have a film, an opening film that we will screen. The opening film will not be a competitive film. It could be a bigger film, maybe from a studio, doesn't matter. So there'll be opening film, and there'll be probably a panel after that. We're working through it. So that's that. Let's jump to the other bookend, the closing night, which is on 15th. The closing night is the closing night, so we will have the closing night film, again, bigger film, maybe from a studio, and it will end with the award ceremony, because by then we would have finished our festival, our jury would have selected the winners, and the audience would have selected their winners, and we'll announce all those, and we'll have a little celebration and pretty much end the festival. So in between these two events, which is on 12th and 15th, we have 13th, 14th, and 15th morning. So these are the periods, time periods during which the competitive films will be screened online. This is a global online film festival. So because our audience for Indic films is spread out, we are going the online route. But since we are spread out, we obviously have this time zone problem. So, we want to create opportunities for people to be able to see it wherever they are in the world. So we have two windows. We have a morning window and an evening window. And in the morning, the same sort of films that were shown in the morning will be shown again in the evening, so that you have a chance to catch one of them, right? If not both. And each window, the morning window, will have multiple YouTube channels on which films will be screening. So we may have 2 or 3 channels, and films will screen there. So the same way in the evening, next day morning, next day evening, and the closing day, 15th, only the morning. There's no evening, because evening is the closing night. YouTube is going to be a platform for where you can watch the films. We will have several filmmaker panels during the festival. So those filmmaker panels will be like this on YouTube, that you can watch on Facebook or YouTube, on Zoom, that you can watch on Facebook or YouTube. We'll also have, polling for audiences. There'll be a link where you can go and say you like the film, you don't like it, or I don't think we don't like it. Only if you like it, you can go and poll. If you don't care, then that's fine too. Yeah, so that's what is going to happen. We're very excited. We're really looking forward to it. We have a lot of this team is one of the teams. We have several other teams. We have the social media team that is creating wonders out there. We have the technology team that's working on the back end, the YouTube streaming and the film freeway and everything else. We have a lot of people working on it, and we will bring them to you. We'll have panels like this to talk about the other stuff. The fact that this is a very, very, very important festival is what I'm thinking. Indica Picture as an organization is very important, because I think what's happening is that what's happened is, over a period of time, many of the forgotten memories, a lot of things have been forgotten. A lot of stories have not been told. So this is where we are focusing. We're talking. Our tagline is forgotten memories and untold tales. So and filmmakers, you are the people that need to bring back those, kind of retell those stories and memories, forgotten memories, bring them back for people to watch and people to see and appreciate.
And I think, Film Freeway, which is our portal, has made film submissions so simple. They have, direction on how to upload your films. It's very self-explanatory. It's a very simple process. You'll have no trouble. And for the next few weeks, like Dawn said, submission fees have been waived. They're free. If you have a story to tell, please, please, please do submit, because we really would love to see filmmakers from all over the world. And we're really excited about this festival, and the festival is because of all of you. So we hope you'll join us.